Flash and the Soulja the Game Spitter. See what's gonna end up happening with Soulja Boy is once the streets of the South or the streets period think what Soulja Boy doing ain't entertainment no more, and they don't think what he doing funny no more, and when he start disrespecting, they take it as disrespect when he going on his rants and all that stuff, responding at the wrong time for the wrong situations, just because he's trying to do it for entertainment and get the money off the entertainment and get the money off different rappers' deaths, just because he was in tour with them, knowing it was just on wax, it wasn't gonna never be in the streets. He gonna start getting little pop quizzes when he come through the South, when he come through the Carolinas, when he come through Tennessee, when he come through Atlanta, Georgia, New Orleans. He gonna start getting little pop quiz tests. And it's gonna force him to start having to pay real steppers to come around him. You see what I'm saying? Because you could disrespect Trouble, right? But it's a lot of people from the Carolinas, from Charlotte, all the way to Atlanta, that love Trouble. And Trouble come with, other rappers that rock with him. So if he say F you, then a lot of people from the South, people from Zone 6, that'll start there, will start saying F you. And they'll look at you like, yo, you're an enemy. And they'll start treating you like that. And when you go on your little rants on other different topics and you start going crazy with the vein in front of your head, the streets ain't gonna think it's funny no more. And they're gonna wanna test you. But see, with a guy like you, they might not send no bullets at you because they feel like you weak to them. They look at you like entertainment, not like you're a tough guy. So they might just put hands and feet on you, get your t-shirt dirty. Yeah, put some Air Force One, get some designer prints. Stump you out in some $1,500 shoes. Just punch on you until you start talking too crazy, and then the guns can come out if you want it like that. You see what I'm saying? If you really want it like that, it can escalate to that, because, promoting that after Dolph death ain't really, I can see it coming from a different camp, but you, come on now. You know what I'm saying? But you so internet, and you know how to work the internet, and you know how to do promotion and all that there, when you're supposed to drop something. You just timed it. You didn't know it was gonna play out like that. It just timed like that, and you just dropped it like that, knowing you're gonna get the backlash, knowing it was gonna be a rapper that come out and say something. So you was prepared for any rapper to come out and say something. But the thing is, anytime when somebody just go at anybody who come at them and don't utilize the situation and don't respect the situation and retaliate with just crazy talk like he King Kong of the streets, like he really got respect in the streets as far as dropping bodies, like he really got fear in the streets, that man right there gonna eventually crash. That man right there gonna eventually have to prove himself to the streets, to the fans, that he can spill some blood. And I ain't talking about no righteous kills. He gonna have to really start proving that he really tough like that, that he really back that gun down, that he really got them hands like that. Cause that's the only thing really been saving Soulja Boy. That ain't nobody testing him on camera. Ain't nobody really swung at him on camera. Ain't nobody really shot at him on camera. So that's how the stuff he doing still working. See, once somebody check him and really beat him or really bring pressure to him, and it gets seen on camera, then all that tough talking, it'll start going down. And that's the only thing saving you, as far as the other little hits that you can drop, as far as making little dance songs for kids and females. The other thing that saves you, as far as the streets and the internet, is when you go on your rants. But when you start dissing real demons and real steppers, or people who connected to real steppers and demons, and you know that you really in your heart that you don't want to go do 10 years or 20 years, that you ain't ready to crash out, and you ain't ready to die. You ain't ready to die about yourself and none of that. Now you'll protect yourself as far as somebody breaking in your house and all that, but you ain't ready just to crash out over some stuff, over some words that you had with Trouble, or over some dog beef or nothing like that. You ain't ready to crash out. You'll defend yourself as far as protecting what's yours, your property and stuff. Because Soulja, if you was one of them type of rappers that really bring pressure to other rappers when you beef with them or when you go on rants, it'd have been plenty of other rappers that got checked by you. They got extorted by your crew. They got gunned down. They got beat on. They chain snatched. Something you ain't never really heard. None of that dealt with Soulja Boy. It's just the house situation. That's the only thing Soulja really got as far as street reputation, as far as he'll bust his gun, is that house situation. But I feel like that don't count when you just protecting your house. That do not count. That's a righteous kill. America look at that like a righteous kill. That's why you don't get locked up if you're in the right state. You see what I'm saying? So they don't count. I don't see how the streets count that as street credit. Or maybe they don't, but they let him rock with it because he funny. But when you all over the place and you don't respect yourself and you don't choose your battles wisely, it can all end. The train go off the track and it's over. All it takes is one time and all that tough talk is over with. That's the only other thing that's keeping you relevant in hip hop, as far as on the street side, is when you go on your rants. You see what I'm saying? So once you get shut down with that, once your gangster card get pulled, only thing you would be left with to do is invest in different businesses and is keep dropping music for females and kids. You ain't gonna be able to, in between them times, you ain't gonna be able to come out with them gangster songs no more, because people barely even believe it anyway. I'm telling you, you just funny. You just, entertainment. That's what it is. You HD entertainment. But you just gotta watch yourself. You gotta be careful who you disrespect. And when you disrespect them, now it's one thing, to say F you and all that there, but when you really start saying what you want to do then and all that there, see, he ain't come at you like that. He just said what you was doing was weak. You see what I'm saying? So I know your mama raised you. Yeah, you act just like your mama, Soulja. Yeah, ain't no man really, put that, game on you. No OGs or none of that there, because you react like a female. Yeah, he did say what he said, but you could have responded differently. Like, how come every time when you respond, it's about war? It's about, I crash out, I die, like what you want to do. You not like that. You talk like you got a real crew behind you that really bring pressure in these streets like that. Like, who you think you is? You ain't the Red Hot Boys. You ain't roll with Mosquito and them. You ain't roll with CP3 and the Cut Boys. You ain't roll with Zone 6 and Little Mexico. You ain't roll with them. You weren't in Sun Valley. You ain't sold no packs in Sun Valley. Yeah, you weren't in Born Homes. You ain't went back there when Charlotte Lowe was alive and he was running things before D4L came out. Who are you? You ain't roll with monsters like Nissy from Baton Rouge. You ain't roll with TBG and them back in the day. Like, you ain't got these type of crews backing you. So why is you talking like you just a dundada? If you went to prison, you won't run the yard like ARAB doing. Yeah, you could control a OBH type crew. Just because ARAB said you was ready to roll with monsters, a lot of scary guys will do that to make them seem tough, to make them seem like they down. So they'll have enough pride to say, yeah, I roll, but they really inside, they scared. You could control no Goonie gang and keep them from stepping over you and running over you because you look weak. Yeah, you ain't good for them type of positions. You good for SOD money gang, not SOD murder gang. Stop acting like it's SOD murder gang. It's SOD money gang. Stay in your lane. You supposed to have friends like Rich the Kid, Famous Dex, Sean Kingston. That's who you supposed to roll with. That's who you supposed to beef with. Not real trappers and real steppers and real demons and all that duh. They got a lot of respect. You see what I'm saying? Because, hey, you keep dissing the right ones, the whole South will flip on you. It'll start in Atlanta, and then start in Memphis, and it's just a spread through the Carolinas to Louisiana, through Texas, and all that there. Don't think we won't flip on you now. I'm just saying, dog. I'm just saying, but it's all on you, man. You're a grown man. But, you need to watch your action. Every battle ain't meant to fight. Sometimes you can let people say something, you ain't got to respond. I thought you this big superstar, big millionaire type dude. What you doing responding to trouble? Jay-Z wouldn't respond to trouble. You just move on. You let him speak his piece. But you want to entertain every little situation. So it's going to build up, and they're going to see about you. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be a superstar, stay in the superstar lane. You see what I'm saying? If you want to go back down to a street artist, like you're a street level type artist, then it's going to force you, and the fans, the people going to force you, and the streets going to force you to really prove that there. Soulja, never forget, if you can be seen, then you can be hit. And if you can be hit, then you can be killed. Hey, Soulja, we all human. We not no Terminator. So, you see this right here? Anybody's face can get put on this right here. Anybody. Anybody's name can have missing in front of it. Yeah. Anybody's name can have RIP on it. Unless you got the chip. Did you get the chip yet? Yeah, you ain't got the chip planted in your head. Why would they give it to you? You ain't the first to get no chip put in your head. Yeah, you ain't got no Terminator powers. You're not a go Power Ranger. Just because you play with your nose. Before I trick the hoes, my money goes to my nose. Yeah, you ain't no Superman. But even Superman in a wheelchair, understand. Like I always say, like BG third album, it's all on you. Free BG, go.